Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. Empty your mind. Drag negative thoughts from the downloads folder of your brain and into the trash. Now right click. Empty bin. Select yes. I am sure. Now, breathe in. Slowly, through your nose hole. Hold that breath. Bit longer. Exhaling out the toxins, the bad thoughts, last night's lambooner. In, out.
Don't say it.
In, out. Shake it all about.
Look, I mean, I can't take it seriously.
Sorry. Let's go again. You are the world's greatest podcast host.
Go on.
Better than Rogan.
Yeah, that's it. Go on.
Better than Stone Cold.
Yeah, go on.
Better than Gemma Collins.
Yeah.
Feeling peaceful.
Oh, yeah. So peaceful.
Confident.
Really confident.
You will pay the champ an extra 10% of advertising revenue.
Oh, come on! Using hypnosis for personal gain is explicitly against the code.
Canto.
Today on Wrestling with a Champ, we reveal the Ginger Ninja's top 3 biggest breaks. It's an all-new, bone-crunching blockbuster of an episode, and it's next.
Top Pumps, the official trading card game from the Pub Wrestling Federation, featuring all your favourite pub categories: foreign lagers, number of urinals, telly size, carpet stickiness, luxury level up smoking area, barmaid tippability.
You lose.
A foamy crown. Personally signed cards from the stars of the ring: Vienna, Indigo, Lady Cornwall, The Nuneaton Nightmare, Sheldon Sheldrake, and yours truly, madly, deeply, the Ginger Ninja. Play the turn-based phenomenon everyone's talking about on the internet. Top Pumps from the PWF. Pulling pints, not punches. Available in selected branches of Olive's newsagent.
Summer Slammin'! This could be it! Wrestling with a Champ.
It's the Champ's top 3 biggest breaks. Let's go ahead, Champ, and start with number 3.
Right, number 3 were brutal.
And what was the event?
2007's Tractor Factor. It was shit.
I mean, I think that's a little unfair.
Big Dave's Farm were one of the smelliest places I've ever wrestled. And I've wrestled in my own skin.
And that this was Tractor Factor 12, where you broke a grand total of 83 of your own bones.
I did.
On a farm.
Yes.
Talk us through it.
Well, the PWF made a last-minute appearance at Tractor Factor to promote its new alcoholic beverage at the time, Marpier.
I mean, what did that taste like?
Nutty, with notes of asparagus. Those real ale freaks will drink anything with a sexy badge. It's like they're necking a pint of Terry Pratchett every time. Anyway, the ring was made out of hay bales. They're straw, but straw isn't that soft. Not when it's compacted. Like feathers.
Feathers?
All soft and tickly on their own, but strap them to a duck and have one thrown at your head at speed. Quack bomb. Exactly. It's sunset at the height of summer, and I'm now on the top of this itchy earring, sweating me knackers off, gagging from all the flaming cowpats round the outside. Now, the finisher was supposed to be a proper punch fest between me and Steve. Me punch, he punch, me punch, he punch. Then I give him a finger poke. He falls face down into the turd mines and gets counted out.
Well, what happened?
The glass collector thought he heard a stray bicycle bell, which he thought was the last owner's bell. So he goes berserk and snap suplexes me. right off the top A bell. Bang. Smashed 40 bones right there.
Yeah, well, what happened to the others? You broke 83 bones.
I broke another 22 trying to flip myself up like Shawn Michaels.
Yep, 62.
And the final 21 trying to walk to the bar afterwards for a refreshing pint of my PA.
You really never know when you're beaten.
And I've been beaten a lot.
So how did you feel, champ, after you were essentially paralysed by your own uncle? And for people listening, the glass collector, a.k.a. Steve Van Ravenstone, is the champ's uncle.
Was me uncle. I divorced him.
Can you divorce your uncle?
After he makes your bones feel like a chicken trapped on a spin cycle. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh yes, someone's standing at your door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Oh yes. The Daum doorbell. A devil of a device and a fiendishly good price. Oh yes. See who's at the door from the comfort of your casket and hello, delivery for Mr. Undertaker? I don't know, could be French. Leave it at the door. Yes, sorry mate, can't, need a signature. Any old scribble will do. Signature this. Oh, ow, fucking hell. The Daum doorbell. Rest in peace of mind.
From ad breaks to hot takes. Wrestling with the champ.
Number 2 of the champ's big breaks. Oh, sorry. There you go.
Against John Sr.
You can't see me.
Yeah, I can. You there?
Hustle, loyalty, respect.
Easy. I'd shag hustle, marry loyalty, kill respect.
We're talking about the one and only time you faced off against John Sr., which turned out to be one of the most devastating multi-breaks of your career.
I only broke one bone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Me whole spine.
But your spine?
Yeah.
I mean, there's 26 tiny, teeny bones in your spine.
But collectively, what do you call them? Your spine bone.
No, I don't think you do.
I broke all my fucking spine, all right. Jesus H. Samuel, where's the empathy?
Sorry.
More empathy. More.
Look, I'm really sorry.
So you should be. This is a hard story to tell.
How did you end up breaking your spine?
It were me and John Sr. at no right turn. I'd built up this incredible heat with John Sr. ever since he debuted at Bunny Mania. I felt dead honoured that he called me out for a rap battle, which, as we all know, I'm mega sick at. Don't use your freedom pass, don't fill your tank with gas, cause when I whoop your ass, you'll be travelling first class to hell, bitch!
Really strong, that. Really, like BBC 3 strong.
I think so. In some sort of lame attempt at mockery, with me being the Ginger Ninja, John Sr.'s finishing move was called the Kung FU. Can you believe I only found out hours before that he were going to beat me with it?
So how did you find out?
I were in line for bacon bits at Pizza Hut. The Welsh werewolf, Owl, who were in control at the time, leant back to grab some extra crispy croutons and told me I was putting John Sr. over.
Something hardcore PWF fans will know that you were always reluctant to do.
Name me one industry where you're deliberately supposed to lose in order to gain an advantageous crowd reaction.
Wrestling?
It weren't right. Not after everything I'd done for the Pub Wrestling Federation.
In your time in the PWF, to be fair, you threatened to leave, went on strike, got drunk and told a young boy that wrestling was fake.
Demo!
No, you pinned your friend, who was trapped under a mound of scaffolding, you sued them for sexual harassment and used the money to set up an ill-fated Star Wars-themed ice cream parlour in sunny Blackpool.
Wookie Door could have made millions for Disney. Millions.
So John Sr.'s got you in his pseudo-fireman's carry finisher in the ring in front of 30-odd pissed out of their skull fans who were all eagerly awaiting the monthly quiz. I mean, you're happy.
Not really.
Yeah, happy to end the match clean. So how did you end up breaking your spine?
First, that's what happens when you do someone a favour. Second, and here's a top tip for any kids listening.
Kids, please stop listening
Clear
now.
your bowels out before your match.
No,
Get out there in the car park and give it all you've got. Even if you've got to lie on your back in a disabled bay and pull your knees up to your chest, get that wind out. Because if you don't, you might just let out the most earth-shaking fart of your life, which accidentally mobilises your opponent, turning your entire body into a windmill and ending up on your head. Do you know what made it worse?
Can it get any worse?
After he pinned me, the only things I could move were my eyes and my ears.
Your ears? Moving your ears?
All the while, I was choking on confetti, which were raining down from a man in the ceiling on a ladder.
Okay, time for a very quick break. Let's go.
To this day, wedding ceremonies give me PTSD.
Sorry, when we come back, the champ will reveal his most painful break ever. Stay here.
Fragrance. A nasal journey that runs in through the nostrils and tramples over your senses. It's no longer about how you smell. It's about what you sound like when you douse yourself in glory. Crowd. Built-in speakers put tiny, dedicated fans in your pocket, cheering you on your path to greatness. Breathe in notes of sandalwood, leather, and bergamot. Breathe out a legend. Sound good, smell gooder. Crowd. The fragrance. Pour hommes, pour femmes, pour noms, pour la vin, pour les vanitudes, pour la poubelle.
Always the lowest blow.
You want to talk about it, or you're going to keep moping around like someone kicked you in the vagina?
You're wrestling with the champ.
Wrestling is real. The injuries are real. The pain is real.
And the parking fines are real. Doesn't matter where you're wrestling. If you don't have the correct change, you're leaving the night skint.
So what was your typical, take-home pay for any given night in the PWF?
Oh, they looked after me.
Really?
Paid me a packet.
Come on then. Spill it. How much?
Just one packet, but they let me choose. Cheese and onion, salt and vinegar. Sometimes, if you wrestled somewhere fancy, spicy knickknacks.
Let's get to your biggest break, right? The moment in your career where it rained pain and you didn't have an umbrella.
There was a promo. This one promo. Do you remember Barbara Ann?
Yeah, no. Maybe I was at college then, sort of ducked out of it for a while.
Razor Ramona?
No, still no.
She changed her gimmick a lot.
Right, well, that explains it then.
So I was shagging her sister.
And that doesn't surprise me.
Me and Barbara Ann had built up this incredible heat, right? The fans were all over it, and so they had us do this bit on the set of Coronation Street.
You mean Audrey's?
Yeah, but it were Alma's back then. So we get into it, bit of give and go, to the point where I'm supposed to try and choke Barbara Ann out with a hairdryer, only for her to escape and throw me head first through the glass window and onto the cobbled streets.
I mean, did that hurt?
Did it hurt? I fell 18 feet onto bloody stone.
I mean, but, it's wrestling, right? There must have been a bump. And you've taken your fair share of bumps before.
Truly, it was the most painful experience of my entire life.
So the bottles stuntmen use in bar fights, what about those?
In the wrestling world, glass isn't glass. Or at least, it shouldn't be. They buy props from Hollywood, specially produced objects made hollow, thin or light to mimic the look and minimise the damage. If you've ever bought a metal bin from Aldi, same.
So, Barbara Ann threw you through sugar glass?
I wish. I was going through a tough time with her sister, so I called it off the night before. She was heartbroken, naturally. Her sister, who worked in the prop department at Pinewood Studios at the time, didn't show up to switch out the glass out of spite, and wham! Oh! Straight into the double glazing.
Double glazing?
Glazing. Yep.
Wow. I mean, that is incredibly hard to break.
It took Anne 10 minutes of constant pounding to shatter that window.
And then you landed 18 feet down on the famous cold, hard cobbles of Corrie.
Broke me head. They pieced my skull back together with a glue gun.
Well, how's the old noggin now?
I steer clear of hairdryers.
So breaking your head, that was your biggest break?
No. As I come to, swimming in a sea of my own piss and blood, I see the Weatherfield Dairy's milk float hurtling towards me at 9 miles an hour. But my jaw had shattered too. I couldn't shout for help. It ran me over and burst my intestines.
That is... Oh, mate, you've had a shocker. You've had a shocker.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
So your biggest break was actually a rupture.
No, it were literally my biggest break.
Yeah, no. Funny, still not getting it.
The Curry crew invited me back for a pint on set.
No way.
They even gave me a walk-on part. Well, obble-on part. In an episode on primetime telly. 2002. That moment, overcoming adversity to become a soap star, was really what the Ginger Ninja was all about. And that was my big break.
Oh, cool.
Before The Rock went to Hollywood, the champ was rocking the Rovers.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes, yes, oh yes. You only see the back of my head.
Face for podcasts?
Funny. No, I jammed me balls in the fruit machine and missed my cue.
Wrestling with the champ.
I feel like we talked about 3 of your biggest breaks there, champ, but there could have been loads more.
I'm saving the rest for my debut autobiography.
Oh, I'm pleased you got the time to write it. What will it be called?
Bars, scars, and memoirs, and stars. Bars, scars, memoirs, and stars.
How about The Book of Ginger?
Sounds red hot.
Wrestling with a Champ was written and produced by Damien St. John and Ant McGinley. It starred Damien St. John, Ant McGinley, and Dan Mellins. The Champ will return in the Hall of Flame.
Find more great shows or join the team at sport-social.co.uk.